Hello everybody and welcome to Insane Just Play Stellaris with a MegaCorp expansion. The game is out now that I am playing this. I have released myself from the beta branch where I was able to play it early, and now I'm on the official same branch as everybody else is who is playing it now. But there are a couple of things I have had like 2 days I think that I didn't play. And I was thinking, well, how is things going? Should we change things? And I was mostly also thinking about the empire size. We are now almost 100 over the empire size. But then I looked around at the galaxy that we have, and for example, the hegemony of Joe-Ferman, they have pretty much the same amount of population, and they have a little bit less. We are 412, they 358, but they also have 17 planets, and I'm pretty sure that they have more systems than we do as well. So perhaps it is not that bad of an idea for us to actually expand a little bit and claim this part of the galaxy, and perhaps this part as well. Just expand way up here. Not necessarily make colonies at all those places, but perhaps just taking, for example, this place where we can get the dark matter, I think? Yeah, the dark matter from it, and those kinds of things. Not sure if that is exactly where we're going, but it is something I am seriously considering. Now, there was one thing that I actually feel that I really need to do, and that is in the policies, and it's about artificial intelligence. We are now at servitude. The overriding purpose of any machine must be to serve its master and perform whatever task it was assigned for, regardless how intelligent it might be. But I think it would be good for us if we make them self-aware. Well, I mean, they pretty much are self-aware, but they are kind of like they're slaves, they're in servitude, they're not that happy. So making them actually full citizens should make them a little bit happier, right? Any self-aware machine that fulfills the criteria of possessing true artificial intelligence is to be regarded as an individual, with all the rights and obligations that entails. I think this is a good idea. We are producing more than enough consumer goods, so we can totally afford this little hit on consumer goods, since they now will also require consumer good upkeep. But I think this is what we want to do. We want to give them citizens' rights. And we go to us PCs and go to robots, set rights. They have full citizenship. They should have the academic privileges as well, just like we are having. They're going to be on full military service, no population control, no migration control. These robots are our friends and we should treat them as such. Right. That was the things that I mostly was thinking about. And another thing is that we might want to look at expanding our fleet. We have some fleet at the moment. 2 of them are patrolling some systems, and one of them is pretty much on here on guard, because I still think that these guys should come towards us anytime now. Yeah. I'm not sure if something went wrong there or not, but they are probably still on the way. In the meantime, we might need some extra ships, especially if we're going to expand some more. We now have the ability to get some cruisers. They have some good lasers, amazing shields, and everything like that. Destroyers are also pretty good. They all have pretty awesome weaponry available to them. With that in mind, we might actually indeed do want to build some ships. Now, what do we want? Do we want the cruisers? I mean, it will tick up quite rapidly, but they do have a lot of firepower. If we want more patrolling stuff, then we would of course get the corvettes, but this is not the purpose of this fleet. I kinda wanna combine this fleet together with the new fleet, and therefore I am going to go with cruisers. So we are at 45, and I think we can go over a little bit, and that means we're gonna build 10 extra cruisers. So yeah, let's just go for that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 extra cruisers should be fine. In the meantime, I will also upgrade the Alar station base itself. Regulars should be fine with whatever it has right now.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. People... Oh, we have a trade offer. People want to trade with us? Yes. They want to give us energy credits and minerals to appease us. I, of course, agree. We can do the recycling campaign, so we get some less consumer goods, but I want to see the impact of the robots on the consumer goods first. Which is now, we only lose 20 to them. That's not that many. Oh yeah, we are now completely overcrowded over here. Let's see. Population, because I think the robots now require more housing as well, don't they? Yeah, they require a full housing now. And because they're a little bit bulky, it is a little bit more. They require amenities and everything like that, so there will be some shuffling going around. Why are they declining? Is that because of the problem with housing? Might actually be. So that makes me want to think like perhaps we should queue the city district up first. You have some extra space left open for us. What do we want to build here? Well, you're good on amenities and everything like that. How is your population? Like, there are a couple of robots and some awoken. Oh, right, the awoken species that we got. How are we on? We are pretty good on all these strategic resources. We are pretty much good on everything. This is a mining world. But what I think I want to do is make some more Unity buildings up in here. We can go for the Ministry of Culture, which gives 3 culture jobs. But I think I'm gonna start with the corporate culture side. Well, actually, this gives 3 jobs. The upgraded version of that will only give 4. So why don't we just indeed start with Ministry of Culture actually? I think that is pretty swell. I think Alaria also will need to convert some of these districts, especially the generator district, into a city district for more housing. Alright. So actually let's queue that up. Make this a city district. Thank you very much. And we'll put you up a little bit. Well, actually there's not much of a rush. And I hope some of the miners will transfer over to clerk jobs for this place. If not
Resource
next month, complete. Then we might actually want to do that ourselves. Our research is really going
Incoming
well.
transmission. Let it go to voicemail.
Let's not put this on voicemail, and sure, let's have a non-aggression pact. I am fully okay with that. The very geological structure of Malbun 1 is indeed in flux, driven by what science officer Junak assures us is a tectonic process as fascinating as it is esoteric. What is of more interest to the Cevelli Syndicate is that we may be able to strategically halt the planet's ceaseless chaotic self-transformation, assured a near-instant terraforming of the planet into something slightly, if not entirely, more habitable is theoretically possible. For just 200 energy credits we have a 50% chance of success, or we can study it. Well, why don't we just try it? I want to see if it can be successful. And unfortunately, it failed. Well, that is part of the cost of doing business, I guess.
Imagine the profit margins on this.
Lots of
tech.
things. We want to extend the deal for exotic gases. Thank you very much. Goodbye. We have the quantum energy states. It's a little bit of extra cash. What do we want for us right now? I think we are going with space-time theory. This just gives us more defensive platforms. Not that interested. So let's go with that. And we can get a new tradition. Base trade protection from trade routes increased by 5. Market fee reduced by 10. I think our protection is more than adequate, so let's reduce the market fee a little bit more. And now we only have a market fee of 10% if we want to do some business on the market, which is amazing.
Construction complete.
Star Prime has now completed its construction queue and are absolutely fine and don't need
Prospect
anything.
analyzed.
Yeah, this is the big two technologies. The create a resort world. We'll take a look at that in a second. Do you want more naval capacity? Actually, no. I think with the 10 extra cruisers we should be fine for quite a while. We can terraform inhabited planets, which makes them more habitable to us, but I think they are pretty habitable. Pretty much these are all continental. Even this ocean world is 95% habitable for us. Oh, and we have the synth leaders. We'll check back on that in a second. What we can do is just get this one, and we don't require terraforming, and we'll have pretty much 100% habitability as well. But it's quite expensive. I want to go with Manifest Destiny for the extra starbase capacity instead. And we're gonna do this feature soon. Since this is already halfway research, we might want to go with that. Unlocking battleships is interesting, but not for now. Just go with this research. And now let's see if we can... it's not an edict, it's a policy. I think... Although Simpops to be leaders. I think we need to do it manually. No, it's not in leader enhancement either. Perhaps it isn't. Perhaps it is in the species. Set rights. Full citizenship. And can produce leaders. Yeah, I think it actually is already right here. So theoretically, should we recruit a leader? There are none of them over here or here. Wait, even these guys are in there. Huh. I'm not certain. I couldn't find it in the policies. Let's take a look. Leader enhancement, that's not the one that we need. Boulder status, food, trade, the robotic workers. Now, I think they should eventually pop up around there. Now let's take a look at our AI allowed, bleeding edge, secret knowledge. You guys are all pretty good. Outright invading primitive worlds, yeah, these are all very swell, and most of them are actually very in favor of materialists right now. Cyborg, robotic, full rights for AI, research agreement with materialist empires, and natural scientist pops in empire. Yeah, no, I think I like all of that. how long does it take for one of these ships to finish actually? It takes 240 days. So that fleet construction is a big time investment as well as an alloy investment. But with our doing pretty good economy, we don't have any problems with investing some time and effort in it.
Can we monetize this?
Do we still have with all the others? No. Do we have a deal with the artisan troop? We do. How about with the curators? We do. Alright. Important stuff. And the first cruiser rolled off the production line. So this cruiser alone is almost as strong as our 10 destroyers. Well, then again, they probably are quite outdated as well. We might want to upgrade them. Sure, let's do that. They will reposition themselves at Alar. When Alar actually is upgraded to a Starhold, I will build some extra shipyards so that we'll be able to build multiple ships at the same time. Pretty nifty. Some unusual tectonics in a place we will never visit.
Prospect analyzed.
So if we ever want to change Alaria to Eucomenopolis, we do need to increase our storage capacity as well. And we want to queue the city district a little bit higher. We might lose one of those pops. Yeah, let's continue. The modes must flow. Goodbye. I think we want to go and do some manual reconfiguration by reducing some of these minor jobs. It will cost us quite a bit of minerals. Fine, more people going into that, but it will increase our amenities. Crap. Oh, wait, what? Initiating resource transfer to comply to organic civilizations. Sure, thank you. Because we let them inoculate us, we got a lot of problems from that, but now we got a small boom for it. Well, isn't that something? Research agreement is broken between some people. Why didn't your amenities go up? That should have made a big difference.
Boom! We built something.
Well, we'll worry about that in a second. First, just let's get... Actually went down again. I'm not quite sure I understand. What we can do is distribute some luxury goods. And that should help with their amenity problems. Nobody else is having any amenity problems, right? Well, you are actually. Let's distribute some luxury goods to you as well then. And this little mining world.
Boom! We built something.
People are really flippity-floppity with the diplomacy with each other. And with that, the amenity is restored. Are you still declining? You are. Well, that's kind of sad, but if it has to happen, it will happen, I guess. Because more than enough jobs are available at this place, and yeah, if they just don't want to live here, then that's not my problem anymore.
We really hit this tech out of the ballpark.
Oh boy, yeah, let's not go for this one, I guess. But I do think that we could benefit from standardized cruiser patterns. Not necessarily immediately, but in the near future we will definitely be able to.
Anomaly found. Hey, can we monetize this?
Anomaly. So the extra... when crazy warrior fight for damage, checks for credit. If you want the best move, hurry now before too late. Right. Which one is that? That's this one. So we can ask them. No. I thought... Oh, maybe we could hire the mercenaries now. Maybe that's what they tried to say? I don't know for certain, actually. I thought they were like, hey, come and hire us to raid somebody. But apparently not. Ooh, there's actually rebels in the Gorf Swarm.
Another bleeding edge technology discovered. Better
research. Sapient combat AI. Well, that sounds like a problem. We don't have a gateway in our system, so I don't think that's a good idea either. And we can go for the phase disruptors. Because I don't think the Sapient combat AI is a good idea at the moment. So let's just go for the phase disruptors instead.
Planetary exploitation forecast.
And now we can build 2 ships at the same time.
This tech had better generate some revenue.
Extra starbase capacity is really good, and right now I would... Ooh, what is restoration? Terraform ecologically devastated worlds. We don't need that. I would like some extra crops. Thank you very much.
Planetary exploitation forecast complete.
Well, the citrus district is almost ready. And with that... Oh, actually they did redistribute themselves a little bit. Caravansary Caravan Coalition has vanquished an ancient threat in the distant Shore Compass system. Shore Compass. We have no clue about this.
Evading hostiles.
Who is evading hostiles where? Oh, it's a science ship who encountered some... What are these? Crystalline, I think. Yeah, there's some crystalline creatures. Alright. Well, there's still some left to explore. Not that many. And you have an empty slot. You need some workers. So I think in this industrial world, we want to have a Ministry of Culture as well. We are going hard on the Unity. Especially because once we unlock a new these two traditions, we should be able to become... Where is it? Synthetic evolution. Make all our pops non-organic. Oh, we would like to extend an association status. So there was a map mode for this. Sectors, hyperlanes, trade routes, unison, I think. Diplomatic. Yeah, this is an entire federation. And they want to have an association status with me. Which I think would probably be a smart idea. So I will agree to this. You guys should open your borders to me and everything like that. And I will be super happy. A new metal. Detailed surface scan of Yomon 3. Yomon. Oh, first I have to remove this. Yomon. have identified a large impact crater containing the wreckage of several ancient starships of unknown design. These ships appear to be completely devoid of life support system, leading us to suspect that they were either unusually large drones or controlled by some form of artificial intelligence. Interestingly, the hulls of the ships was constructed out of living metal, an exceedingly rare and inorganic material with many unique properties. This metal can be programmed to assume a certain shape or form, and it will slowly regrow itself if damaged. Over a period of several millennia, the surviving metal from the wrecked ship was fused into a large and extremely dense deposit that could potentially be mined for centuries to come. So we have discovered living metal. Very interesting, and perhaps
Construction
very
complete. Another bleeding edge technology discovered.
Alright, so that gives us the opportunity to research the living metal tech, which will be able to exploit that, and will give us an edict option where we significantly increase the megastructure build speed. That's not bad at all, but not necessary right now and kinda expensive. I'd rather go for something like this that gives the cruisers that we are building a little bit more hull points. So how is Alaria doing right now? We have only one housing slot available. We should build another city district as soon as possible then. There's no decline anymore. I think, yeah, we did lose that one pop. Well, that's fine, I
found something.
Go research that then. More places that can build stuff, and we are at a cap for our energy, so we should do something with that. I think we're gonna spend it on alloys actually, but we'll take a look in a second. In the meantime, I do wanna have, who was this? Oh, you require nanites. It's something we don't have the option for. Ministry of Culture, and this on an archaeological world. Well, we should probably build another archaeological district then. Except Prime, not this the planet, but the sector is pretty much a big food producer. What do we want over here then? Yeah, food processing facility sounds perfect. We should actually put that on top. Probably upgrade it as well. Yeah, make this a small food producing sector as well. Even though with the wild storms it would be really good for research as well, but we have a pretty upgraded research lab already there. I mean, we are almost even. Yeah, we have some things that we can do with our influence. Oh, that's something we can do. Branch offices instead of buying resources. Actually, we can do some branch office stuff here as well. We are pretty much at the brink of starting crime here again. So, what do we want? I think that something like the Syndicate Front Corporation might be interesting. I don't think the executive retreat would be super important. Corporate amenities modifier is plus 10% though. That's pretty good. But I think in this place we do want the Syndicate Front Corporation. That will give us enough crime that it will actually start to have some crime on the planet. Now, we are looking for some new places to establish branch offices. Because we have a lot of cash. We already have one over here. Makes sense. Expect here as well. Yes. Only 9 pops, that's way too few. There are no planets out in this region. We definitely have one on the capital. We definitely do, right? Yeah, we definitely do. And here... yeah. We are harassing this empire quite significantly, but I think beyond us, they are the largest empire there is. We will establish one here, even though we can't have a building on it yet. Let's do one here as well. We pretty much have one on every of his planets then. How about you guys? I think we still have one on the capital. No, we don't. It was closed relatively recently, I guess then. Let's see how you are doing crime-wise. Yeah, you are pretty good at beating us away crime-wise. So let's build high crime-producing buildings. And yeah, let's go for smuggler's port as well. And what is the next? I think you are. Yeah, we already have one there. How about you? No, we don't have one here. Interesting. Actually, instead of a research lab, I am going with the Syndicate front office first. That is an unusual thing for me to do, but I think not the worst one. These both have already an crime place branch office. Oh, and we lack 100 credits, so we'll wait one, and that's gonna be our last branch office for now. We significantly increased our branches a little bit in places that not necessarily immediately will provide us with a lot of stuff, but in the long run we are going to make a lot of profit out of this. Alright, that cost us quite a bit of money and minerals and influence, but I think it was completely worth it. But that's gonna be it for this episode. Of course, they closed our borders. We did piss them off a bit right now, I assume, with all the extra offices. Well, not necessarily that much. People are not even that angry with us. How about you guys? No? There are still some... oh, we can form a research agreement again. Let's do that. People like that. And especially I like that. How about you? Unfriendly attitude. Yeah, not really. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. Next episode, we can go and start looking into if we can convert more of the districts over here slowly into city districts, so we can eventually make this into Ecumenopolis. But to do that, we do need more food. But that's all gonna be in the next episode. Until then, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.